The British have captured Savannah and Charlestown. The red tide of the empire washes over South Carolina, and the remaining Patriot forces are forced back to the borderlands with North Carolina. The days are dark as the British juggernaut moves north. These were the days of dread. These are the times when liberty appeared to be breathing its last breath. Yet, there is hope if there is still breath. At Ramser's Mill, just inside of North Carolina, Thomas Sumter, the newly elected leader of the South Carolina resistance, has coordinated with North Carolina's General Griffith Rutherford to attack a Loyalist stronghold. They arrive after the victory is won, but are rewarded with a bevy of supplies.
Colonel Wynn, I know we've both been burned out of our homes, but I am feeling pretty good now.
They then make their way back into South Carolina and camp among friends in the Catawba lands. The small band of 40 to 50 partisan fighters bring wagons of food stores, tents, and weapons to begin their campaign. In their makeshift camp, General Sumter sits by the fire with his band of leaders, Colonel William Hill, Colonel William Bratton, and Colonel Richard Wynn. They talk about the recent events and are determined to make a stand against an invading British army.
We may have a chance yet. That British Captain Huck was sent to burn my ironworks. He is an unholy, dangerous fellow. He tempts God's wrath with every word from his mouth. He and his men are burning and killing wherever they go.
I expect it'll get worse before it gets better.
Gentlemen, we are the last force left in South Carolina. We must build. And we gotta hold on till General Washington can send a new army. For me, it's a liberty or death.
This camp will start growing once word gets out about Sir Henry Clinton's proclamation. All paroles have been revoked. One cannot be neutral in this fight.
Lieutenant Colonel George Turnbull takes up post at Rocky Mount and attempts to raise Loyalist militia in the Catawba River Valley between Camden, South Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina. His efforts are thwarted by the recent Patriot militia activity.
We fear that the Whig militia will run us down if we help in any way. Every time we've gathered to take the King's oath, we've been attacked by their militia.
Turnbull sends out his cavalry officer, Captain Christian Huck, to bring the Bounty Irish into submission. Weaver George, a body servant to Captain Huck, looks on.
I had wished that once you destroyed Hill's ironworks in the new acquisition district that we would have plenty of loyalists flocking to the King's standard. It seems that Sumter, Bratton, Wynn and Hill are back in the state, making trouble for our friends. I am sending you back. These rebels are the worst of creation. I have just received intelligence that Bratton and the McClures have gone home to gather in their crops. Take your men and go after them. I wish this to be over so I can get back home to New York.
Make ready for several days' march. Mount up!
Huck's force approaches a small cabin next to the road on the edge of fields of corn. This is John and Hugh McClure's home. A new room was under construction on the side of the house. Their mother and youngest sister are stringing beans on the front porch. The beans are spread over a tote bag and piled in 2 piles. In the house, James McClure and Edward Martin are hovering over a fire and melting down pewter plates for bullets.
We need to hurry up and catch up to John and Hugh.
It's the Redcoats! Grab your gun!
No, it's too late! If we fight, they will burn the house!
Arrest those 2 men! George, shoot them if they resist!
Mrs. McClure, where are the other 2? John and Hugh?
Those other 2 cowards are hiding somewhere. Find them!
That's a lie. My boys are no cowards. Find them at Sumter's camp if you dare.
You shouldn't read these books. They only make you rebellious.
Sir, you will answer for this. Make no mistake.
Fire the house and mount up. Leave the women here. We will take the prisoners with us.
Mrs. McClure, summoning strength in a fit of rage, then tells her youngest daughter to ride to Sumter's camp. Young Mary McClure rides into Sumter's camp and informs her brothers. They are enraged as they check their guns, ammo pouches, and powder horns.
Send out for volunteers to meet us here.
Meanwhile, Huck's men approach the Bratton home.
Tell us where your husband is, Mrs. Bratton.
I told the simple truth and could not tell you if I would. But now I add I would not if I could.
I will make you talk.
Enough!
Lieutenant Adamson.
Christian Huck strides into the house, walking past the coward dragoon and Lieutenant Adamson. As Huck sits in a chair inside, he reaches out and places the young boy on his knee.
I want my mother. Now, where is your husband, Mrs. Bratton?
Mommy. He is with Sumter. And he will fight for his country and cause. He is no traitor.
Mrs. Bratton, your pride is wasted on me. Your husband will answer to the king. You will fix us dinner. And then we will decide what to do with your rebel household.
Mrs. Bratton watches from a corner chair as Huck and his men finish their meal. She eyes her children on the front porch, sitting silently.
Mrs. Bratton, we are taking your field hands as prisoners and confining you and your children upstairs. Men, let's mount up. There are oat fields at the Williamson farm to graze our horses. We will come back and burn the Bratton home tomorrow.
She calls out from an attic window to Watt, a slave, who has been hiding in the field.
Watt, mount a horse and go through the wood trail and find my husband.
The Patriots are on the move. They must feel their way in the dark. At the McClures, they find John and Hugh's mother and hear a harrowing story. The warriors ride on with determined stares.
It's not hard to follow these redcoats. They're leaving a trail of turned out women and children.
Yes. I'm afraid it looks like they're headed towards my home.
Huck has got to have a reckoning at this point.
There's a rider approaching. Hold up there!
Mr. Bratton, that British cavalryman just left your house. He's headed over to Williamson's place to graze their horses. Mrs. Bratton is scared and sent me to warn you.
Thank you, Watt. I am forever grateful.
On approaching the Williamson farm, they can see the small cabin has been taken over and the British Legion have camped around it. The sun is about to break morning.
I say we split up into two groups and take them from both sides. Bratton and I will give you some time to get around them on the other side. We will launch the attack at the same time. Attack!
Shots ring out from behind split-rail fences. The Patriots fire into the British from opposite sides of the camp. The British, who had their arms stacked, are taken by surprise and run in all directions. Green Dragoons run one way, Loyalist militia and New York volunteers run another. Some take off on foot through the oat fields, while others run through the peach orchard. Their horses are left behind grazing in the fields.
There he is! Bring him down!
Captain Huck, who is inside the clapboard house, jumps up. In his haste, he fails to put on his green overcoat. As he runs outside, he is recognized and is now easily targeted. Multiple rifles fire at the same time as the Patriots bring the British captain down. Patriot militia run the British down in every direction, and the McClures are reunited with Ed and James. As bullets whiz through the air, Loyalist Colonel Matthew Floyd and his body servant Miller Sam attempt to ride away.
Sam, grab those bags!
Sam stops and dismounts, but he is immediately fired on and surrounded. Amidst the yells, Floyd barely escapes the outstretched hands of the Patriot militia. Floyd is last seen spurring his horse through the woods at the edge of the field.
You might want to send someone over to check on your wife and kids. I'll send word to General Sumter.
Mr. Adair, I need your help.
Sir.
You and some of the men here ride to my home, just down the lane. Find my wife and children and bring them to me.
Colonel Bratton, there are rumors going around that this man threatened your wife with a sickle at your home last night.
No! Wasn't me. Please bring your wife and she will tell you the truth.
We'll find out soon enough.
Within minutes, John Adair and his small contingent of fellow soldiers return with Martha Bratton and the young Bratton son, William. Colonel Bratton walks with Martha up to the fallen and injured Lieutenant Adamson.
Martha, do you recognize this man?
Yes, Will. This is Lieutenant Adamson. He saved my life yesterday. Please bring these wounded men to our house. They need our care.
Colonel Bratton and Colonel Wynn survey the front porch and yard of the Bratton home. It is strewn with the wounded and dying. At Lieutenant Colonel Turnbull's office at Rocky Mount, a British soldier comes in all frantic.
Sir, we have news from Captain Huck's expedition. He's been defeated and killed. What? That can't be. Sumter will be coming here next. I must inform Cornwallis.
While Turnbull despairs, a young courier, his heart swelling with pride, races to deliver to General Sumter the news of Huck's defeat.
General? General Sumter, what shall we do now?
What shall we do? This is our home. We shall fight.